Ben here with Secret Note. We're sitting down with Dinosaur Bones of Toronto. Dinosaur Bones was originally got its beginnings at the University of Montreal, but it quickly found itself established in the Toronto independent scene. The band's first release, Birthright EP, was recorded by John Drew, which found them quickly touring with bands like Tobin is also described as stripped-down pop songs. So how's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Great, great. Yeah. So how long have you been on the road this stint so far?
This will be 12 days.
Yeah, it's kind of, we're just wrapping up kind of the tail end leg of what's been about almost 3 months of touring. A few little chunks of time at home, but yeah, it's kind of just like the very tail end of a pretty crazy spring.
Has there been anything in the past few months that sticks out as particularly memorable or really good stories from the road?
Touring with Tokyo Police Club was amazing.
Yeah, it was our first time going coast to coast in Canada. So that was a really cool opportunity to be able to do that with such great bands. Set the Whale, we're also a great Canadian band, and Colorado, we're also on parts of that tour. So that was a huge highlight for sure.
What would you describe as the difference of maybe just touring in Canada or touring in the States? Do you see too many differences, or?
No, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
If it's places you've never been, it's kind of, either or. It can be a great show and it can be an empty show.
Right.
Regardless, there isn't really much of a difference that way. The drives are shorter.
Yeah, cities are a lot closer together in the U.S., which is kind of nice.
Gas is cheaper.
And gas is cheaper.
Yeah, that's a big
So is the
one, yeah.
food. The dollar menu is
Dollar
actually
menu.
$1 down here.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, and in Canada there's tons of great college towns, and as there is here. They're actually really similar as far as the cities themselves. Yeah.
Great. So for My Divider, as compared to the Birthright EP, did you have any particular vision for that, or was there anything in particular, or was it sort of just more independent songs that you put together in an album?
Yeah, well, the full-length album, My Divider, is pretty much just kind of the sum of everything we've done thus far. It's kind of, our first major release, so it's kind of, our whole kind of history as a band rolled into one album, which I think is often the case with bands' first albums. Yeah, we're excited for future stuff because kind of we're at a spot where we now have a blank slate and we can kind of just go in any direction we want.
Right. I read before that you stated that it's very important to you that your music has the qualities of being original, creative, and thoughtful. Why are those qualities so important to you?
I guess it's just kind of the qualities that I look for in music that I like personally. To me, it's really important that music comes from a sincere place and is. Yeah, it's kind of really easy to fall into formulaic traps when you're making music. So it really stands out to me when I can tell that a band has spent time and really kind of gone out of their way to make something creative and original.
I hear, I was trying to describe when we put up some of your videos and things like that on our website, we feature them, and just trying to describe your sound to people. There's so many different influences. How would you describe yourself as somebody that may have never heard your music before?
That's a tricky one. It's as hard for us as it is for anyone else. Which we kind of like that though. I think it's I think it's kind of a good thing that we can't just be pinned down into one sort of thing.
I think we kind of try to cover the whole spectrum between some songs that are a little heavier and then ones like Isotel that are pretty much stripped down for the most part. I think we just kind of try to cover as much ground as we can.
We wanted to make a 3D album. Didn't want to settle into one groove and just kind of have it be flat. So really tried to make it kind of a dynamic album.
Is there anybody in particular that you say influences your music, or any type of genre specifically that?
Yeah, I don't know. There's tons of great music happening. I think it's a really great time for music. A lot of great Canadian bands. And it's just a kind of, we all listen to completely different music. So I think that definitely kind of shapes how the songs end up. I don't know. There's bands like the Walkmen and the Arcade Fire and Radiohead as contemporary influences, and bands like that we all have, Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and all that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of a big mishmash, I guess. It's hard to say what creeps into your brain when you're writing things down.
Well, along those lines a little bit, but Secret Note, we're primarily a live music website. So is there anybody that you just really love to see these days and that you feel like puts on a spectacular show where you always mark on the calendar, like, I can't miss these guys when they roll through town?
Yeah, recently we brought a band called Bear Hands from Brooklyn up to Ontario and did some hits with them there in Montreal, and those guys are
Incredible.
amazing.
They're amazing.
Yeah, we've actually covered them as well at the Empty Bottle here in the Quake Schubas here as
Yeah.
well.
Nice,
It's
nice.
great
Great
show.
band.
Yeah, we're all hooked on them. So we kind of like watched them and then got the CD and we can't stop listening to it now. So can't wait
Heavy
to see
rotation in
them.
the band.
Awesome.
Yeah.